Falcons set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a fourth-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8 coming up. Handoff comes to Cook. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Play action now. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Herbert on 3rd down now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Eckler. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's at least a couple of times that they've tried to stretch the field here in this first quarter. They haven't been successful yet, but obviously they're going to keep trying, and maybe they'll find some seams underneath as this game progresses.
Play fake. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation. I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. And he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Here is Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here? I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. Interesting stat line right now. And technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Here's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Ty Long now to punt this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
Cousins on first down. And complete, right side to Cook. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man here is Conklin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Cousins again. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins now. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he will have a Vikings first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A first down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're wet. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After reviewing the play, the rule on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Third down, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Joseph's got it. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. I know the time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, Herbert. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Herbert will give this one to Eckler, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 26. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Chargers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. On 1st and 10, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. This is caught. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Andre Roberts now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
From the 38, Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down now, but that clock rolling. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Jared Cook. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Lets it fly for Thielen, and that is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
A second down throw for Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised, just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.